on to you Aries out there? Hope y'all having a great day. So look, for you Aries, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and you Aries have the Nine of Wands. So what I'm seeing here for you Aries is okay, so some of you Aries actually have someone that is interested in you. There's one problem though, unfortunately, right? There's one problem though. Y'all know what I'm about to say. Venus is always giving y'all a problem. Y'all are always getting a left curveball. Look, what's wrong with this person is they coming off real charming, right? But they playing with you. They're playing mind games with you. You know, they ain't giving you a call back. They're not following up with anything. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, this is what I'm talking about, right? This is what I mean when I say that game shrugs my shoulders, right? It's all hogwash. Because on one hand, right, the game says to follow up. On the other hand, it's just flake. Because the Four of Cups and the Hermit is about how this person, you know, you are attracted to them. You find them to be attractive. You find them to be cute. You find them to be what they speak, the way that they speak. You find them to be very attractive. It's just that they're just not following up. They making it seem like they into you 1 minute, and then the next minute it's like they're flaking. So now, you know, you Aries are like, okay, what exactly is really going on here, right? You know, you're getting a little bit alarmed because now it's a situation where for you Aries, this is like, oh, you know, what is up? What is going on here, right? Like, how come this person is just so inconsistent? You know, 1 minute you're talking to them and you know, the first presentation was amazing. But then on the other hand, it's like the next time you want to follow up with them, you're not hearing anything from them. And truth be told, honestly, if you're not hearing anything from them, it's time for you to apply pressure. Find out what's going on with them. Call them. Find out what's going on with them. You know? Or, you know, at the end of the day, or don't, you know, at the end of the day, all I can say is stuff that I know works. Okay. And, you know, sometimes whenever it is I'm making suggestions, sometimes people don't want to hear it. You got to listen to anything that you don't want to do. You know, everybody is an age here where they can do their own thing. The reason why it is I said to follow up with them is so that you Aries can get clear, concise answers. Because again, their presentation at first was amazing. It was great. It was amazing. The problem with that is that these people are not following up. You know, their communication is terrible. Communication terrible. Because they're not following up. There's no further instructions. They are not contacting you to be like, hey, let's hang out. You want to hang out? Let's hang out. Let's do something. You know, they're not doing that. They're not doing any of that. They're not doing that. And so because they're not doing that, what's happening here is it's left you a little bit stuck. But you don't have to be stuck if you don't want to. You know, you just have to, see, this is what I'm saying. You don't have to be stuck if you don't want to. You just have to reach out to them. You know, you Aries can't allow yourself to get caught up with who's chasing and who's not. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's all hogwash. Forget about that. Forget about, I'm telling y'all the answer. Forget about all of that. Forget about who's chasing. Forget about everything that you think you know. Forget about your pride. Forget about that stuff. Because too much pride will have you with no results. I'm not saying for you to completely embarrass yourself and to disrespect yourself and to not have standards. That's not what I am saying. What I'm saying is, don't be in a position where, oh, this person ain't contacting me. Okay, well, I ain't contacting them. Then nothing is going to get established. So if they're not contacting you and you Aries want to reach out to them, or you want to hear from them more so specifically, then reach out to them. Find out what's going on. Understand what exactly is the move. Understand what is going on right now, so that you Aries aren't just confused and stuck and kind of up in the air. Because this is another reason too why sometimes potentially good relationships don't go anywhere, or they end up crashing and burning soon after it, that flight takes off. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? Really, no pun intended. I'm just using that as an example, okay? Okay, YouTube, I don't want y'all to think that I'm using puns, because I'm not. I'm just making an analogy about how relationships end up being a no-go because of the excessive pride on both sides. I've said this before and I'm gonna say it again. If you really want to put yourself in a position to be in a functional relationship, learning how to kind of let go of said ego a little bit, not much, but ego a little bit, will actually benefit you. It's when you have too much ego is what shuts you out of it. The Page of Pentacles, the Page of Swords and the Two of Wands is about how this person has another person. Or they want you to think that they do. But what I'm seeing here is that this person has another person. They're not waiting on you, Aries, to give them a call. They're not waiting on calling you. Right? They're actually going to go and search for another person. See, again, these hypergamy games be messing people up, because people don't get themselves into a relationship and cheat until they get themselves in a relationship. And what I mean by that is, some of you Aries are probably like, duh, by definition, you have to be in a relationship with somebody to cheat. And it's like, but what I mean by that is, like, they don't pull. They don't be wasting their time pulling. It's only when they get themselves in a relationship specifically is when they deliberately go look to cheat on their partner, to cheat on their significant others. Specifically, when they get themselves in a relationship is specifically when they do that. When they're single and they get the option to basically mess around with whomever will mess around with them, they're transparent with the person that they're messing around with. But as soon as they get themselves into a would-be relationship, they're cheating on that person. They're looking to cheat. They're open to cheat, because the hypergamy game, I gotta prove that I can pull other people. So you have to show me something about you that isn't automatically shown. Hypergamy has to be satisfied and all that other type of stupidity. This is what breaks up relationships. This is what breaks up marriages. This is what breaks up 10, 20 some odd marriages. This is what breaks it up. It's you now going back to hypergamy, right? Now you left hypergamy and you took a break from it. Now you're going back to hypergamy because I need to let this person know that I can replace them. Don't do that. Human beings are not toys. Once that life is extinguished, they will never come back in that unique way. They can reincarnate, but they can never see. Here's the thing, right? What I'm trying to get all the zodiac signs to understand is how precious life is and why it is that you should respect it. All these games that people play, you're not respecting a person's uniqueness. You're not respecting a person for who they are. It's just about playing with people. You understand what I'm saying? So when a person does something like that, You shouldn't entertain that type of garbage. You shouldn't even be like bent out of shape or entertain that type of garbage. That's a person who's delusional. So the Six of Swords right here is about how they're going to contact you, but it's not going to be in a way that you would like. You, Aries, may want answers, and they're not going to tell you where they've been unless you ask. They're going to tell you, they're going to make up some nonsensical story. Maybe it's the truth, but they're going to, regardless of whether they're making it up or they're telling you the truth, they're not actually on anything, is the point that I'm trying to make. Soon as you, Aries, walked up to these people and started talking to them and showed them some sort of interest, now it's, I need to find another person for me to get to know so that I can make this person jealous. This is how it is that they think. This is why I don't be playing games. I don't have time to play games. I'm building my wealth. You can't play games and build wealth at the same time. You can't play games and be healthy at the same time. Why? Because both of those things take time out of your day. However the schedule looks like is based upon what you want it to be. So you know what I'm saying? So with a person, so it really comes down to personal choice. Will a person spend 30 minutes trying to mac up on somebody and play a game, or will they spend 30 minutes lifting some weights and trying to become a better version of themselves? Regardless of the who or the what, the 30 minutes is going to pass. What brings that 30 minutes meaning is who is utilizing that 30 minutes and for what. And it's completely up to the person and their own free will. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why it is that I say that I don't waste my time playing games, and neither should you, Aries. The Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands right here is that, again, they're playing the hypergamy game with you, where it's like, you know, they could pull. But the only reason why it is that they're getting on like they could pull is because you, Aries, walked up to them. You, Aries, created conversation. You, Aries, showed interest because they're competing with you. You, Aries, are too good. You, Aries, are too good, and you look too good, and you got too much stuff going on, so they have to compete. They have to show you that they can pull other people, right? Stupid. You know where I'm gonna go. The Mars family, the Walton family, you think that they have this amount of time to be wasting time playing all the time? No, they don't. You have to let go of one in exchange for the other. So what will it be? Will it be success, or will it be a person being dysfunctional because they want to play a game with you? Games is stupid. I wouldn't be able to afford this $10,000 everything, this $10,000 heavy gold chain with the pendant and everything like that, and little diamonds in it and everything like that, if I spent my time wasting my time. You understand what I'm saying? You can only sacrifice, you can only give one, you can only be with one individual. This stuff, at the end of the day, this stuff right here, right, is just evidence of my work and what I prioritize. I prioritize assets, whether they be people or whether they be things. I don't have the time. You, Aries, and I'm gonna talk straight to you, Aries, now, and put the ball back in you, Aries' court. You, Aries, shouldn't have the time. From now on, if you, Aries, see somebody that isn't giving you a call and you want them to call you, call them and find out what the freak is going on. And if they act like you shouldn't be getting so bent out of shape, they're doing all this stuff, that's a lie. Because the amount of time that people waste, how come they're not? See, this is what I'm talking about. Am I really gonna say it? Am I really gonna go that far down? Am I really gonna say it? All right, I'll say it. The truth is, and listen closely, right? The truth is, a lot of people be fronting like they so busy. And this is why it is that I can't stand, for the majority of the times, people who proclaim to be busy, right? All this busyness that they proclaim that they doing, but their life is not a reflection of their busyness. They so busy, okay? Are they meditating? You know, because meditation is about self-reflection. Getting to know yourself all over again in quiet concentration. Contemplating or thinking about yourself and what's happening in your future and your surroundings and everything. But all these people who proclaim to be so busy, even if they're busy making money, if they were really, it goes to show you how it is that factually they've been BSing for however long, forever and a day. You know why? Because if they were so busy, okay, and they may be busy making money. You know what? You know why it is that I said it is still BS at the end of the day? Where's their spiritual value? No matter how much money you have, if you proclaim that you so busy, they ain't that busy enough. Why? Where's their spiritual value? You're supposed to be meditating. You're supposed to be praying. You're supposed to be doing something. So what I'm trying to say here with that, Aries, what I'm trying to say here is, don't believe the hype that you're put behind the 8 ball or you're coming from an inferior position because you reach out and you give somebody a call. If they proclaim to be so busy, their life will automatically be a reflection of their effort, of their hard work, of their skills. Their life will be that, right? If I sat up here and I talked all this nonsense about stocks and I never showed you anything, nothing, I will look like a freaking idiot. Same thing when it comes to yourself and this person. See, a lot of you Aries are a little bit, right now, y'all are feeling a little bit too prideful to reach out and call the person. And what I'm trying to tell you, Aries, is don't be. Because you pulling their card. You're applying pressure the correct way. You calling them. Are we going to hang out or not? What's going on here? Do you actually want to get to know me or you don't? And guess what it does? It applies pressure like I was talking about. It puts them on the spot. Now they have to give you a direct answer. If they don't give you a direct answer, they've been BSing forever and a day. Now you know where they stand. Like, oh yeah, they a bird. No pun intended. And no insults to birds, because birds are very intelligent animals. They're some of the most intelligent of the animal kingdom, as a matter of fact. They're a fly-by-night kind of person. They're a person that, you can't trust. So apply, I'm going to say this again, know when and where to apply pressure. And my dear Aries, don't be afraid to apply pressure. When you learn when and where to apply it, don't be afraid to apply it. Do not be afraid. Let me say this one more again. Do not be afraid to apply pressure when you see an opportunity. If something is not happening, right? Milestones are not being reached. Do not be afraid to say, hey, what are we doing? Bring it up overtly. What are we doing? Puts them on the spot. Do you want to hang out or you don't? No, I don't want to hang out. Okay, answer. Thank you. Show them that you value your time. You're not just sitting around. Because, see, that's another element of the game, too. When you don't apply pressure, when you should apply pressure, it makes it look like you weak because you allow people to waste your time and you don't ever actually call them out on their nonsense. You allow them to be an idiot instead of bringing it up. What's going on? Let's kick it. You want to kick it? If they've been BSing, they're going to be like, nah, no, thank you. They're going to come up with an excuse. You're putting them on the spot. Do you want to hang out? All right, let's go over here. All right. So let's clarify the Seven of Wands. What is going on? Okay. You have the unalive card, the Page of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Magician, and then you have the Ace of Wands to clarify the Seven of Wands. So to clarify the Seven of Wands, you have the unalive and the Page of Cups right here. You Aries are a little bit inexperienced as to how they operate and how to apply pressure, like I was talking about. The Seven of Cups and the Magician is about how they want you to be chasing up on after them by trying to get you to sit there and wait, by trying to get you on your nerves. While the Ace of Wands represents it's time for you to apply pressure. Even if it's not even to actually date these people, it's still time to apply pressure to them, because just to be able to show them that you're not scared, even if you don't plan on even continuing to try to get to know them, just for you to call them out, because that's what it is that I do. And I'm not saying that you have to do what I do, but I was supposed to go hang out with somebody recently. I'm not going to say any names because I'm not going to disrespect that person. But at the same time, it didn't manifest itself. What happened? The person wanted to reschedule. I was like, nah, I'm cool with that. Nah, no, thank you. Because when I was reaching out to you to actually get something established, when I was applying pressure, you broke. Of course, I didn't tell them that, but I'm thinking to myself, you said it was your idea. You said that you wanted to hang out this day. Okay, it was your idea, right? It was partially my idea to be transparent with it, but you said that you was cool, you was down with it. Now it's time for you to actually show up and show out. What happened? So what did I do? Did I get upset? Did I get mad? No. So person wanted to reschedule. I said, nah, no, thank you. And I was really respectful too. I said, nah, no, thank you. I appreciate that. Nah, no, thank you. Why? Because you wasted my time enough. Because you could have said something. You could have reached out. I was actually trying to legitimately reach out to you and get something established and working here. You were the one that was playing a game, like ignoring me. And so don't allow them to waste your time. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get this YouTube channel to grow to 20,000 to 100,000 if I could, subscribers. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.